Alright. Welcome to the Cootercast.
Fuck you if you voted. And what's up? It's Halloween. Happy
Halloween. It's Halloween.
I really like your costume.
Oh, thank you.
You look very complimentary to a pilgrim.
Thank you. I dressed up just so that I could be the sexiest pilgrim in history.
That.
Hold on. I'm looking at something. Do you know how long I've been on Twitter? You know what anniversary I just had on Twitter?
What?
11 years.
You've been on Twitter for 11 years? You were on Twitter 12. At 10 years old?
You want to see? I can
or
show
11?
you. I can show you.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, I got.
What were you tweeting about? Like, man, fuck these teachers. I got an A- on my test, and I should have got an A+.
Probably more N-word.
Man, shout out to Twitter adding that search function.
I know.
Clean my shit out real good.
I had that joke where I was like, I found out that you can search for like slurs in your Twitter history. 1 out of 2 is awesome, right? I loved that joke.
Oh, no, I'm really glad they let me do that. I'm not getting Me Too'd in this environment.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Hold on, let me show you. Joined May 2010.
Jesus.
Yup. I am 22 years old for those who do not know.
That...
I know. And my Google account is even older. I'm actually literally looking up to see how old it is. I don't know Google account creation date. Excellent. I can find this.
I found the Cootercast doc.
You found the Cootercast doc?
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Cootercast. Finally doing a name reveal.
Name reveal.
Shout out to Cooters everywhere and Coochies, you know. Coochie's a little overused now. So it's oversaturated, I'd say. It's gone mainstream, so... Going back to Cooter, and if anyone asks you what this podcast is about, it's about the cast of Gunsmoke. Because there's one of the actors' name is Cooter.
Oh my god, this is a fan account.
Hold on, what's that dude's name?
I have no fucking clue.
I'm gonna look up Gunsmoke Cooter and
Gunsmoke Cooter. I showed you that video where the guy's like, "Don't nobody want no grain, Cooter." Have you ever seen that?
I had never seen that before. That thing was weird.
That was fucking funny.
Oh, no. Cooter was an episode. It was season 1, episode 27.
I wonder what they did in that episode.
So, welcome to the Gunsmoke podcast. We're all about...
We're gonna start doing fan cams of fucking Gunsmoke characters, which one of them is named Cade.
So wait, have you ever seen Gunsmoke?
No.
Okay, neither have I.
That's the joke. I'm trying to make you guess.
All the old people I work with. So for the record, I work full time, and all the people I work with are generally in their later years, which some would call their golden years if they were retired, but they're not. Anyway, so in the break room, that's all they play is like Gunsmoke and
Frasier.
For like the first 3 months I worked there, it was all Texas Ranger, Walker Texas Ranger.
Have you
Chuck Norris movies and shit, and like Steven Seagal, like all those weird 80s Lifetime straight to TV action movies.
Fuck. There was a okay, I'm sorry. I was reading about how to change my Gmail date, so I wasn't really thinking of what you said. Hold on. I really want to find out how old this account is.
Bro, but can we talk about Roadhouse real quick? Because that's really the reason that all of those movies came out. Because Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Is Patrick Swayze the one in Dirty Dancing? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Have you never seen Roadhouse?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god. Okay, I've actually seen this one, so we could talk about this. Unlike, what was the one from the last episode? What did I say? The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Yeah, clowning on me for that. No, Patrick Swayze rips a guy's throat out. Or his heart or something. Barehanded.
Excuse me?
It's a fucking great movie. And it's like a romance movie, kind of.
Is it?
You know, they call him in, he's like a bouncer, right? Uh-oh, they're running from the police. So he's like a bouncer, and he's like this big, bad, tough guy, right? And this bar is really getting rough. They've got all their live acts have to play behind chain link fences and shit, because... it's just a rough crowd. So they call in your boy, Patrick Swayze. He cleans them up. Rips a guy's throat out.
Oh my goodness.
It's a great movie.
The only thing that I know about Patrick Swayze is that back to the summer camp, The town that my summer camp was in was like literally the town that they filmed Dirty Dancing in. Like it's like if you've seen Dirty Dancing, like that's what my camp was like. So whenever we went down there the first time, we went and saw, like, we went and looked at the hotel, but it had burned, like, down, so...
Someone had burned it down?
I don't know if someone I don't know if it was arson.
Was that part of the movie? Was that the end of Dirty Dancing?
I haven't seen it, but I know that's a fact.
Man. I hate when history like that is destroyed.
Yeah. It was also the same time that Woodstock happened in, so...
Oh, you were in,
Loch Sheldrake, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you meet, Yasgur? The Yasgur family? Did you go to the farm?
No, but I did meet some Hasidic Jews.
Well, you were in New York. So.
Yeah, the Jewish Alps, actually.
Jewish Alps?
Yeah, the Catskill Mountains are the Jewish Alps.
That's what they call it?
Yeah. Because it's like this, it's like, you know how people in New York, like, I summer in the Hamptons. This is kind of a place where people, like, I can't do this.
What?
Nope.
What do they do?
You didn't do anything.
What do the Jewish people do in the Jewish Alps?
They like vacation there.
Oh, it's like it's all the Jews from Jewopolis, aka New York City.
Yeah.
Do you remember that on Snapchat when someone changed the name of New York City to like Jewtopia or something like that?
Was it like a filter?
No, you know on the map, the Snap map, they changed it to like Jewopolis.
Okay.
Or something like that. So wait, this is all the people from New York's like vacation area?
Yeah, like in the 80s. That's the thing, is that it kind of died.
So it's all like cocaine and Wall Street bets and...
It's more like, you know, the curly bangs that Hasidic Jews have?
Oh yeah, like they don't have the top, they just have the sideburns.
No.
Like
That's...
this part.
That's literally everyone there.
Really?
Like, you think about it, it's like, a Jewish person isn't always like, there's like Orthodox and there's like Reform Jews. But it's kind of rare that you meet an Orthodox Jew.
But you remember that Vine?
Which one?
Oh well, that's your life, dog. This is the dude walking up to the little Jewish kid.
Oh, you showed me this before.
It's my favorite Vine of all time. It's like, man, you had the full Washa set.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this. Or you showing me this.
I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
That's hands down the funniest Vine that ever came out.
Here's the problem with like the internet and like YouTube. Is that you don't really know, like, who took the video unless they, like, claim it. So there's all these people who are, like, memes, and it's like those kids. The kid that was, like, with the lightsaber, he was, like, something about how the only people he bows to is, like, Jesus and Darth Vader, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the video is. But
you know the fat kid?
No, the one that's, like, that through the power of Jesus Christ, something like that. It's a very good video. But I have no idea what to search to find it.
I always try to search, like, whatever dialogue is in the video. I'm hoping some kind of filter Google has. They definitely record all the audio that gets uploaded to a site that's in Google's domain.
Yeah.
So, it sometimes works.
I mean, there's just, like, so many videos that are lost because they were titled badly.
And there are so many videos that do really well because they're titled badly.
That's true! Yeah. Which one?
I can't count the number of times I've watched a video and like halfway through it realize that what the title is saying is not going to happen in the video. And if it happens at all, it'll be in like 3 videos later posted by the same account.
That's how they get you with Gotchi.
Yeah, it's a long con.
I remember when I learned about Gotchi, I was kind of obsessed. What is Gotchi? Gotchi is like the gay, like, you know, what's his name? D'Angelo or something. He's the guy in the Speedo that's dancing.
Black dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the song for Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm
just saying that, like...
And I stand unshaken amid... I'm not going to keep going, but if you played Red Dead 2, you definitely know the scene I'm talking about. It's really sad.
Here's the problem with Red Dead Redemption 2 for me. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out about 2 weeks before me and Colin broke up.
I was gonna say, yeah, you only got about 2 weeks playtime before you got it, like, yanked out from under you.
Yep.
I guess it wasn't good enough for you to spend your own money on it.
No.
I'd offer to let you play it, but I feel like that'd make me an enabler.
But it's funny because, like, something that I did steal from him like, in return was the fact that, like, he had played Mass Effect whenever it first came out. And I had not played any of the games. So while we were in that relationship, I played all of those games, and he would just, like, watch me do homework. And that is my favorite fucking game series of all time. I hadn't played the first one because the first one is just impossible. Because it was just so old. But the second one and the third one, that story arc, that, like... I mean, some people hate the ending, but I don't think it's that bad. But that whole story arc is just incredible. And there's there's, like, so many, like, it's asks you moral questions, and it lets you decide, like, what you want to do, because there are, like, so many choices you make that literally impact games later.
I was gonna say, yeah, isn't that the one where if you make a decision in 3, it changes or in 2, it changes the outcome of 3?
Yeah, and 1 with 2.
See, the only thing I know about Mass Effect was there's that scene where he drill into his eye. Pretty sure it's Mass Effect 2.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, he has to, like, get into his eye with a needle. Like, he's, like, on a table. I swear. Hold on. I'm pretty sure this happens.
I don't have any memory.
Eye surgery. First Google search result. You don't remember this?
Send it to me.
I'm gonna link it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just remember I saw this on a YouTube, like, Let's Play.
It's not, like, hasn't sent.
Allow cut, copy, and paste. What? You have to have an extension to copy and paste?
You just right-click and hit paste.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh. Then try the other way, like, Control-V.
That's dumb. Shout out to Microsoft for making shit stupid. And Google for enabling them with Google Chrome. Oh, I can do it.
Okay, there we go. That's what I'm telling you. It was one or the other. I just didn't know which one.
I'm still gonna enable. Enable copy paste.
Okay.
It's just a picture of the scene. You don't remember this?
That was not in this game. That's a Dead Space 2 scene.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but how come I Google Mass Effect eye surgery and that's the first thing that comes up?
Because it's a tangent. It's like a video game that has eye surgery. Like, it knows what you're looking for. It just doesn't think you have... It knows you don't have the right name.
Okay, so I not only didn't play Dead Space, but I didn't play Mass Effect either.
Hold on.
What happened?
So, I got this Reddit post, so I open it, and then I'm not logged in on Reddit on this computer, but it just shows the Reddit accounts that I have been logged in as, and there are 4.
Jesus Christ.
And there's one... I think
Isn't
there's
this
2...
like a semi-new computer?
And then there's 2 or 3 that are missing. Would you like to know some of them?
Please, tell me all of your really recent Reddit names. Tell me the one you're using right now, honestly.
So one of these is going to make you very excited.
Is it the Yee haircut?
No.
That was my favorite.
That was a good one. That's one of the ones that's missing. Yee haircut and Sluts of Sunset Valley. That was a good one. So the first one is the one that no one knows about. And it is Artemis with a Y - Sapphire. And I don't believe there's anything on there. Maybe just some likes or some, like, upvotes. But that is a Reddit account that I made.
Were you feeling like were you really into, like, Greek stuff at the time? Like Greek gods and lore and stuff like that? What about, were you reading the Artemis Fowl books?
No!
Those were great. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to shit on you for that.
It was, it's considerably worse. It was an account I made whenever I was really getting back into Wicca.
Sometimes I forget you're a witch, and you just, like, open circles.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a very different, like, Wicca and witchcraft are 2 different things. Very much so. So, like, not all witches are Wiccan, but all Wiccans are witches. It's that kind of thing.
And all of them are bitches. Let's be clear.
The one thing we are not, though, is snitches.
It's true. Well, I don't know about that. I know some people. The bitches on the occult subreddit.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, r/occult. It's a bunch of fake witches.
We don't claim them. The race traitors?
No, my favorite is witches versus the patriarchy.
Fuck, I'm so with them!
Are you really?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yeah!
I read posts and it's like, what kind of spells can I do to get my boss to like totally promote me?
That's not Wicca.
That's witches versus the patriarchy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
there's
your
a difference.
Them's your...
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, not all witches are Wiccan.
But you subscribe to them.
Yes, because it's like,
So
okay,
like
you're
that.
like our cousins.
You like that over, like, Wiccan.
I'm not about to explain this phase of my life.
Let's talk about weird subreddits you're sub to. What subreddit are you sub to that has the lowest number of people?
Okay, hold on. I have to log in as my like
you don't
my
just
Reddit
have anything
account
like
that
off
I
the top of
use.
your head?
I just don't know what would be considered small.
Anything that's like really just like
Let me
niche.
just scroll through it. I'm just gonna scroll through my subs.
Well, for example, like I'm sub to a cast iron restoration subreddit.
I'm to a knife restoration subreddit.
Originally, it was just one person posting, and it was the person who made it, and she would like post a bunch of people. Like you would send her pictures, and she would post them. Now she lets other people post. She's gotten rid of that.
But,
she's loosened the leash a little bit.
Okay, I'll tell you one that's really niche. I don't know. Let me actually see how big it is. But this is definitely like a very niche hobby that I have, which I think I've told you about. Are you familiar with the term conlanging?
Conlegging?
Langing. Conlanging.
What is that, like convict language?
No, but they also have Shritekology. That's another really, really small subreddit. Holy shit. No, conlanging is
That's like, hey, bro, what's that Ali Sadiq bit? Mexican got on boots.
Mexican got on boots. That's a good bit.
I love Ali Sadiq.
Same. But yeah, conlanging is essentially, it's like the practice of like creating languages. So like, you know how for movies like Dothraki, or not actually movies, but like TV shows, like they had the languages Dothraki, Valyrian, like High Valyrian in Game of Thrones. Well, there are people who actually create those languages with grammar, structure, syntax, morphology, all of the different components of a language. Not all, that's not all of them, but it's like people do that for fun too. It's not just a job. I am one of those people.
So in elementary school, me and my friend Ian made like little codes. I'm not trying to get you off topic. We made little like codes so we could write notes to each other in class, and only me and him had the like cipher. Okay, so I think my probably my favorite little subreddit that's not really about anything is called Places Nowhere. And it's just pictures of like gloomy nighttime, like empty places, but it's like a city. It's like almost like a deserted city vibe.
Oh.
It's really cool, but it's not really there's not really a discussion there.
Yeah.
It's just kind of pictures and a bunch of really depressed people.
I have two.
The top post today is a picture of happy birthday balloons, but they're here. I'll just link it to you.
Are they deflated?
No, I'll link you it. It's weird.
Okay.
It's like a house that's just they had a party and it's done.
Oh, that is awful.
It's kind of depressing, right?
Yeah. What camera did they take this on?
This is definitely like an iPhone 6 Snapchat picture.
I think that the detail is really good for like an iPhone 6.
I feel like cameras haven't really progressed that much.
They've
really
really
kind
have,
of been
though.
great since like the iPhone 6. You know what I mean?
I would say that in terms of like, it depends on what you define quality as, because some people like a contrasty image, some people like an overexposed image. Like it just depends on what you think. But there's like this body of people. I don't remember what they're called. It's like an organization, and they like put the sensors in particular cameras, like on like mobile cameras, through its like tests to like determine its quality.
That's one thing. So I watched a video the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be loud. Watched a video the other day that was how solid state drives work.
Yes.
And it blew my mind that I am the same species as the thing that came up with that. Like, it made me feel so stupid. Because here I like, I couldn't even tell you how like a combustion engine really works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
kind of
can't
know.
do that.
I kind of know, and that's what I would consider myself specializing in. You know what I mean? I'm literally a professional in that kind of industry.
The one that I think that, like, I could be, like, what I would, like, know about, would probably just end up being, like...
Probably, like, HTML coding.
I haven't done that in years. I think that'd just be general troubleshooting.
Did you remember when we did you were going to help me make the website that was... it was going to be a fake Minecraft download, and it was just going to give them a virus.
Oh my goodness.
And I didn't realize that when you code in HTML, it doesn't make a web page. Like, you still have to buy a domain. So, unfortunately, no one got keylogged by...
But you?
By 10 and 11-year-old Lauren. No, you helped me. I remember you helping me.
Oh, help you write the code. I thought that you meant, like, help you get the virus.
You helped me with both.
Really?
Because I didn't know... Well, no. Oh, wait, no. Because I had the Trojan. Because it was on my old computer.
You had it because you had it.
Yeah, because... That's a long story. I had it. I didn't create it. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm not smart enough to create that kind of thing. I took a logic class when I was a junior in high school at the community college. And I went like 4 times to the class, and I never stayed the whole time. You know what I mean? It was all Python, and I just said, okay, whatever. I got a C in the class, and I don't remember anything how to do it. I remember there's something about Boolean logic.
Yeah?
And if-then statements. Yeah, that's what I got from that.
Oh my god. Boolean logic.
You know, I don't think people ever really grow up.
No. I actually have some puns prepared for tonight if they happen to come up. But I wanted to talk about some Halloween costume ideas.
Yeah, like
that
what?
I had.
What ideas did you have?
Okay, they're all really bad, but also really good. So the first one, we're going to start out easy. It is Joe Exotic Dancer. So you're Joe Exotic in a G-string, which is basically just Joe Exotic. It's just Joe Exotic. Okay, the second one is Biden and Harris, and you're in blackface. That's the second costume. We're kind of getting into it.
I definitely considered doing blackface this year.
Okay.
I felt like it was, it was in the news. It was in fashion. So you say, how you say. But you know what? I couldn't decide which black person was my favorite. That's how unracist I am. I can't even choose the best black. Okay. That was bad.
Yeah. Okay, the third one. Let's get you how to pause if I have to cut that. And then the third one is Warzone, but it's America. So you dress up like Ghost, but you're wearing all American flags.
Huh?
You dress up like you have the exact costume of one of the agents in Warzone, but it's all American flags. So that's a bad one. Did I tell you what my sister's potential costume was?
What?
So she was gonna dress like Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and her boyfriend or fiance is gonna dress like a taco, so they would be Taco Bell.
Aww.
That's awful.
That's so cute.
Fuck you. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
No, listen. I'm just saying this because she's gonna hear this.
No, she's not.
Kristen, stop listening here. I'm just
This is coming from the man who called you a cunt, so please stop listening.
I'm putting my time in here. 'Cause that marriage is not going to last. And when it doesn't, a shoulder to cry on turns into a dick to ride on. And your boy is going to be right there with her. So, future wife shit. No, this year I wanted to dress up as Ghislaine Maxwell, but I couldn't find any little kids that wanted to help me be part of my costume.
Yeah.
It's weird like that, being an adult, not having a lot of contact with kids.
I don't think so. I think that's kind of the dream.
No, I'm not saying it's weird. I'm saying it's awesome.
Okay.
So it's weird to think of an adult that has contact with kids.
No, I 100%
You know what I mean?
agree.
Because I can't imagine being around a fucking 5-year-old.
Well, I have to do
Without
that, but I
telling them
don't
to,
see
like-
her a lot.
I tell them to shut the fuck up every now and then. There's no volume control. There's no volume control
That's the
on
point.
kids.
Oh, yes. That's 100% true.
I read, there's an argument on Reddit for why hentai porn is the most ethical porn you can masturbate to.
That's probably
And
true.
I want you to think of why, because I'm sure you can pick up on it.
Because...
Even like, they even said like hentai child porn type shit. They said all hentai.
I mean, basically, first of all, it's not real people. But also...
Reason number one.
But also because the designers who like make the game are paid, and the voice actors are there because they want to be in the production. So it's like not exploiting people in that way, because most of the games are made in a country where a living wage is given, like Japan and South Korea and occasionally the United States, and that's so it's like everybody involved is consenting in the process in every way, because there's no power dynamic to be exploited.
So, what I'm hearing you say is, you support hentai even when it's child porn.
I didn't really touch on that part. But I definitely think that...
Am I twisting your words up? I think verbatim that's what you said.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I am pretty sure... Can we just go back a little bit? I'm pretty sure I just quoted you.
Yeah. So, okay, I've talked to you about this before, where it's like, whenever you're like 10 and you discover porn and you don't understand child porn, you're like, I just want to watch other people my age have sex, so you try to find it on the internet. And so I did not find that, obviously, because it is illegal, but I did discover Lolly. So there was a very, very small period of time, whenever I was like 11 years old, where I was the consumer of Lolly of people my own age.
What is lolly?
Lolly is like the
Like
lewd
fake
drawings of people who are perceived to be children.
Oh my god.
But it's
That's
like
a real
it's like an
industry?
anime thing.
Oh.
So it's like you can't
It's
really
like
tell
Rule
the
34?
age, but it's still like a little bit too young.
Like Rule 34 type shit?
Kind of, but it's like a whole genre.
Like when they did...
like yaoi or yeah.
I left
it is.
the Rule 34 subreddit when they did the girl from The Last of Us. Because she's like a kid in that game.
Yeah. I remember whenever Overwatch came out.
Yeah, you didn't even need that subreddit. You could just go straight to the game. You remember Diva's original... Or no, it was...
It was Tracer.
Tracer. No, the pink one.
The Diva is also...
Widowmaker.
Diva was...
Widowmaker.
Yeah, okay. She's like a sniper. How are you thinking of?
Badass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I just mean like there was an entire industry of Overwatch porn, like in the porn community.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, what can I say? They're hot.
Did you ever play Overwatch?
Yeah, I play occasionally when I'm at, like, my friend's house. You know, people who play lesser tier games than me.
So I know, you know Chandler. Obviously, you know who Chandler is. He has been top 500 in the world at Widowmaker on console and PC.
What does that even take? Like, what?
He's
how
just...
much time does
Let me
he
tell you
put
a story.
into Overwatch?
Let me tell you a fucking story about this guy. So we were playing, we hadn't played together, because he doesn't care who he plays with, he just wants to play. So he would play with me a lot. And at one point...
So he's like bisexual for gamers. He's gamer sexual.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He opens up his playing field to everyone. He
Yes.
swings for both teams.
Yes. So I would play with him, and we used to play a lot. We play like 2 or 3 times a week, and me and Chandler are the only ones ever left who wanted to play, because it would be like Carter would play, and then 2 matches, and he'd be like, "Fuck this," and Sean would be out by the first match. The only people left was me, Nick, and Chandler, and then Nick's like, "Well, fuck this, why am I playing with them?" So it's just me and Chandler. And what he always tried to do is he always be like, let's 1v1 me, Widowmaker. I'd be like, why the fuck would I do that? Why would I do that, Mr.
Coochie?
What the fuck your last name is? I already hate myself. So finally I said yes. And I did
he, like,
not...
blow you out of the water?
I had -1 points.
You had negative points?
Because
you could
I
have
killed
negative points in
myself.
that game?
I killed myself.
Oh
and
my god.
So I lost a point and I had 0 points. He had 10 and I had -1.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
But the next match, I did get 2 or 3 shots on him. But it was
You
like
did kill him a
like
couple
quick
times?
scope. Yeah, it was like quick scope. So, like, that's one thing that I'm actually kind of good at, especially in Overwatch.
Dude, I remember when Halo 3 ODST came out, I was playing with my friend Ian, and his whole family, except for his mother and his youngest brother, would play. They all had their own Xboxes, and like even his older brother's friend who lived there, they were all like professional fucking Halo players. And I would go in, and I'm terrible at Halo.
I remember.
I'd die like 30 times in a match, but we'd still win because they're just cleaning up shop. See, this is why men go their own way.
I really am.
When I hear you say this. No, don't listen to what I'm saying. I got red pilled last night.
You really did.
I fell asleep listening to fucking Sam Hyde on YouTube, like a goddamn late
13-year-old
like
boy.
a late 40s dude who's never had a girlfriend, who only drinks on the weekends. Yeah, it's not good, but honestly, it makes a lot of sense. That's why I don't like it. I agree with a lot of it, except when he talks about the women stuff. Then I'm like, okay, I don't.
What specific parts of the women's stuff?
All of it. You know, when he talks about... So, one thing he's like... He kind of like makes fun of the MGTOW, the MGTOW.
MGTOWs?
Yeah, he like kind of... I almost want to say he's like playing a character when he starts talking about the MGTOW shit. But he does it so often, I think he believes it.
Okay.
But just generally believing that women are like out to get you and only there to use you, I don't think that's necessarily the case all the time. I think those women exist though. For sure. And I think that statement you made earlier. The MGTOWs that are listening right now, the fucking incels, shout out to y'all virgins. Don't worry, I got her in check. I got y'all's back. The voices will be heard. I'm a man of the people, okay? Follow me on Twitter, fucked Cade.
Don't follow me, please. You guys already have too much.
Follow the ketamine queen. I like that we're already like an episode and a half in and you haven't plugged your stream once.
Because I don't stream anymore.
You should. Your streams were funny. Like, specifically the death counter. Because, like, I'm the type of person who doesn't just watch a stream the whole time. You know, I'll pop in and out.
Yeah.
When I can... It's entertaining, and when there's a lull, I'll pop out. I'd come back in, and it's like an extra 30 deaths. That's hilarious. That was my own personal little joy that I got from your streams.
I mean, because here's the problem, though.
Or when you drop the wine bottle. I tried to clip that, and I literally couldn't. Because I couldn't clip the sound.
I don't know why, because I wish somebody else would have clipped it, because they were even talking about post this on live stream fails, and I was like, don't do that, but also, like, please do that. Like, I don't want it to happen, but if it happened, like, I wouldn't mind the attention.
You were, like, all but telling them to do it on stream.
I said, please do not publicly humiliate me on Reddit.
No, but you're doing, like, the doe eyes. You're doing the thing that women do when they're trying to have sex, but they don't want to seem like a slut. No. Oh, stop. Oh. You know what I'm talking about? When you're... Well, you don't. You're a woman. But, so, like, there are some chicks that when you start sleeping with them, they're like, oh, no, we should stop. Oh, and then they're still into it. You can tell. Like, you can feel it.
But, okay. I do not have any...
I promise it's always consensual. I'm not...
I was just gonna go right over that.
We signed paperwork. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
They have NDAs.
I don't have that problem. I really don't. Because I always have a higher sex drive than any guy that I've ever dated.
Yeah. I think that's... I'm not saying, yeah, I recognize it in you. I'm saying I think that most women are kind of like that.
Really?
Yeah. Well, and they're... Maybe in my experience... The women in my experience have always been Unsatiable. Insatiable.
Oh my god.
Excuse my COVID coughs. I got corona.
Oh no.
So what do you do in the meantime? You get cucumbers and...
I'm normally just a vibrator girl.
Think about... Check your attitude.
Fuck you!
Well, they didn't say nothing.
I know, but like, I've told that story to people.
That's a funny story.
I know.
You really let that live rent-free in your head. So often that I bet if he said it today...
Oh, yeah.
It would definitely have, like, a physical effect on
Oh, wait, 100%.
Have you ever been ghosted?
No.
Have you ever been, like, pretend ghosted?
What does that mean?
Well, like, one time a girl told me she was going to move to Vegas, and so she wanted to break up. And then, like, she never moved to Vegas. And I never brought it up to her. I just figured, it's time. Yeah.
Oh
You've never, what's the worst, you've never been dumped? We'll start with that. Have you ever been dumped by someone?
No.
You've always been the dumper.
Yeah.
I am Scott Pilgrim, and you are that dumb bitch with blue hair.
Ramona Flowers. It's funny you say that, because that entire character is like a parody of, what's it called? What's that trope? The, like, Manic Pixie Dream Girl? I have been told in explicit terms
Well, that's like where it
that
came
I
from.
am a Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Oh, for sure. If you cut your hair short and you did like a full on like reboot on your wardrobe.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would I reboot it? Like, what do you mean?
You dress very conservatively.
Excuse me?
Like I'm saying what the conservative crowd accepts. Aside from like your fishnets and shit.
My skirt, you can see my vagina.
If y'all could see what she's wearing right now, she's wearing a blazer, a plaid blazer, and a burnt orange pilgrim dress.
Yes.
That goes down
but
to
like
her ankles.
the week and a half ago, I was posting on Instagram, almost titty out.
E-thought's gonna E-thought. I mean, everyone's an e-girl nowadays. You know how many people I've had to delete off Snapchat because they've suddenly only decided to use Snapchat to advertise their OnlyFans? It's like, come on, you were hot when you were just posting, like, your little bathroom selfies in your tanning bed. Oops, here's a little nip slip. Like, that was hot. But now it's like, why would I want to pay for that pussy? You know what I'm saying? If I'm paying for pussy, I want some, like, Ivanka Trump type shit.
That's the thing that I really appreciate about my boyfriend right now. Because I'm sorry, I keep looking at the timer and I'm wondering, it says 42 minutes. Oh wait, we started from the original track.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was so confused. I kept looking at it.
Do you just have the Audacity thing up? Are you not like looking at the internet like me? I'm just browsing.
No. I mean, I could do that. Let's get back to our subreddits. Because I have some more. So I told you about Chiracology, but, no I didn't.
No, you told me about it when we were going to get, yeah.
I was just gonna pretend like we didn't do that. Because it cuts from the just booty, booty and logic. So I assumed that we were just like, you know what I mean?
Welcome to the magical world of post-production. I mean, it's the same day. It's still Halloween. That's true.
Okay, the other one... Where'd it go? I had it up. God damn it. Chiracology is just the Chicago gang and drill scene on Reddit. And it's fucking incredible. Because it's just like a bunch of gangsters beefing on the internet. Like on Reddit. In a forum post. I think it's very interesting. What's another one from you?
Here's just something I didn't expect from a community right now. Just 3 hours ago, someone posted in the Harley subreddit that they came out as trans and they posted some pictures of their bike. And it seems to have gotten a very positive response, and that makes me happy to see that coming from a community that I think is full of, as someone who's part of that community.
Yeah.
No less. It's a lot of old dudes and not so open minds, so it's good to see this. Shout out to trans people. If you're a tranny, we covered that last week. I said tranny. She said it 7 times. I've only said it 5 so far. I like trannies though. That's like my secret little fetish.
Okay.
That's terrible to say that. You shouldn't fetishize someone's like
Identity.
brain chemistry type shit, but I don't know, man. Chicks with dicks. It's the best of both worlds.
I mean, I fully support whatever anybody wants to do. You know what I mean?
What do you think about people doing it to their children?
I think
You think that should be allowed?
I think that this is probably a common argument, but it's like, I think that if I had decided, because at the time, like, I am one of those people that, like, I don't identify as trans or anything like that, but I definitely feel more masculine than I am feminine, despite the fact that I embrace my femininity. And so, I would, if someone had given me the option at, like, 6 or 7 years old and said, do you want to be a boy? I would have said absolutely yes. Another really good subreddit is r/dchunkers.
Wasn't there like I saw something on the subreddit drama about like the people who post there just constantly enabling their animals to get fat.
Yes.
And that they were calling like PETA and shit on them.
Yeah, it's really bad for them. I have to put my cat on a diet because he just has gotten bigger as he's gotten older.
I would say Otto and Oli are on diets right now.
Yeah. Because
they're just plumping up like little chickens.
Yeah. Because my cat used to be pretty active because he would like run around and play, but he's getting older, so he's just like, I'm just going to sprint down the stairs like twice today instead of 800 times. Because he does that this morning.
Just let him go outside sometimes.
No.
Just leave your window open.
Mm-mm.
He'd kill a couple birds. He'd get exercise in.
I don't think he would.
You don't think he'd come back?
Uh-uh.
Why would he leave? Are you that bad to him?
No, I love him. He's my sweet boy.
But he does not love you?
I think he does, because, like, he just wants to be in the same room as me, like, all the time.
You should bring him here the next time we record one of these.
No.
Because he's in the same room. We'll be good.
He doesn't like travel, so if you're going to take him, you have to take him for, like, 2 or 3 days.
Ah, okay, so the 2 or 3 days leading up to the podcast.
Okay.
To the Cootercast.
To the Cootercast.
I don't even want to call it a podcast anymore.
It's just a Cootercast.
It's just a Cootercast. Talk about cooters here.
What is...
And taints.
Grundles. The perennium. So, okay. I want to play a game. Because I just thought of this. I'm just going to look up a diagram of penis and balls. And I want to see how many of the parts of it you can name. Are you willing to accept this challenge?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, this is a good picture.
As long as there's like less than 10.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if you can get like 5 of them.
Okay, so there's the vas deferens.
Yes.
That's on your diagram. Then there's the urethra.
Yes.
Then there's the testes.
Yes.
They're not called testicles. They're called testes on there, aren't they?
Yes.
Ha! Shout out to my anatomy teacher.
Okay.
Then there's the shaft. Is it called the shaft?
You think you get it right. It's called the penis.
It's just called the penis? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think most people would just call it the penis.
Call that the unit?
The unit.
The glands? Like GLANS?
That is part of it, but it's just not on my thing. You can also go up into the butt.
What's the pee hole called? Okay, is the prostate on there?
Yes, but you already said the pee hole.
No, the urethra is the tube. Is the pee hole part of the urethra?
Yes.
I didn't know if it had a different name. Well, like the butthole is the rectum.
Yes.
You don't call it the end of your intestine. You call it the rectum.
And you're forgetting.
What?
The
sphincter.
Did you see? This is another thing I want to talk about because this is fucking crazy.
Sphincter is probably my favorite word. It just rolls out of your mouth in such a powerful way. You know what I mean? But you can never say it. Like, there's not a good sentence for sphincter other than like a doctor visit.
Yeah. If it's fallen out.
You can't go to someone and be like, unclench your fucking sphincter. Because that's threatening, you know?
Yes. Okay.
Speaking of sphincters falling out, I do have hemorrhoid cream.
Thank
that I've
you.
been reusing.
Oh!
Not reusing, like I've been using it again.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not scraping it off and putting it back on.
This is a very important distinction.
Yeah, it's new cream every time.
Okay.
Pro tip, in case y'all didn't know.
I'm back. I have another subreddit that's really niche. It's called Drug Nerds. And it's just the pharmacology of drugs and medicine.
Okay, so I'm in one kind of like that.
Okay.
And it's called...
Drug analytics?
No,
Oh.
it's called Not How Drugs Work.
I'm also in that one too.
Because it's like people will post TikToks and shit. The really popular one to post right now is the girl who's like takes 3 hits of acid and trips for 2 weeks and has Metro. But everyone in the comments is a fucking chemist, like full on.
Yeah.
I'm saying that sarcastically.
I'm
They're
just
all
saying that, like,
keyboard
in this
chemists.
subreddit, like, that's literally what it is. It's like, well, it works on this particular receptor in the brain, and it's like, I don't understand most of it, but from what I do understand is really interesting.
Those kind of people ruin drugs.
Why?
Like, you can't trip and then talk to one of those people while you're on it.
But we've tripped together, and I'm like that.
Yeah, but you don't talk like that when you're tripping.
Oh, I see.
You're very much more secluded.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, let's go to the pool. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we were on mushrooms, though. Or I was on mushrooms.
No, we were on acid, remember? Because I had taken it like I had taken it like 2 days before. I had taken it the Monday before and it was a Wednesday. I remember now. And I didn't feel shit. I felt like a little bit at the beginning and then it went away. And then we went to you're like, let's go to the pool.
Okay.
And I wore those little shorts. You remember those?
Yeah.
That you let me borrow?
Those are gone, by the way.
Those hot pants. What happened to those? Those are alive. You should have let me take them if you were going to get rid of them. I looked good in
I
those.
thought that you did, though.
I don't
like,
think
I think
so.
I thought that you did, and then I found them, and I was like, I thought Kate took these.
I mean, then you could have just,
I gave them to you, just been like, hey,
What'd you do, burn them?
you left these at my
Did you,
apartment.
like, burn them or something?
No, I just threw them away, because I didn't wear them anymore.
Wow, so really it's like, well, now that Cade's worn them.
No, I just didn't wear them before you wore them. If there was something that I wore a lot, I wouldn't have given them to you. Because you're bigger than me.
Well,
you would rip it, or
they
you would, like, stretch
made
it out.
my ass look perfect.
Oh my goodness. I mean, tight stuff. Like, the Angelo image I was talking about earlier of him in that Speedo. I don't understand how men do it. Like, I don't understand how your dick can be that, like, stay in place. Because in my experience, flaccid penises are very much floppy.
It has a lot to do with how you
Position
it, yeah, and what the temperature is. And if you're in a very, how you say, transcendent mind, where you don't feel the pleasures or you don't feel the pulling of desire
Okay.
of the flesh, then it could work. I don't know. I can't wear Speedos. I get too many like, just random boners. I thought that was some shit that goes away. You know what I mean? As an adult, like, I thought it would like, taper off after maybe high school.
Are you having wet dreams?
No, I don't have... No, I masturbate way too much. I certainly... it's not possible. I am constantly dehydrated. It's not even a bit.
I can relate. What? Okay, here's the thing.
They say it's healthy as a guy to jerk off every 1 or 2 days.
Here's what I'm saying. How can you say that your girlfriends have a higher sex drive than you when you're jacking off like 5 times a day?
Because if I had a girlfriend and we were having sex, maybe the first week I'd want to have sex 5 times a day. But then I would be like, content. I'd be like, well, let's have sex today. Yeah, but why we gotta go 5 rounds? Come on, I'm tired. My dick hurts.
Did I tell you?
That's what it is. No, I can't. My dick hurts. That's what it is. I had to tell so many exes, like, not right now. Just, can we wait a couple hours? My dick hurts.
What the fuck?
It's like, it gets sore. If you go like no, it's not chafing. Well, I've never had chafing. If you're like raping a woman, I can see how there would be chafing. You know what I mean? If the girl you're with into it though, unless she's got like a lube problem, then you should be buying some.
So what I was gonna get into
for it.
Was the first month that insert name here and I dated, the first one, not the second one. The first month we dated. About halfway in, I was like, I have to start keeping track. So in the 30 days, basically starting
because it was so low or so much.
I think we hit like 48
in a month. Yeah, that's doable. I can see that being doable. Like if I lived closer to my first ex, I can see that being a thing. But it probably wouldn't be like every day. It'd be like some days there'd be like 6, and some days, maybe you go a day without.
It was definitely every day for us. And then there were just some days where it was like twice a day. Did I tell you about the most embarrassing thing that I've ever done during sex? With
Coochie.
in particular?
No.
Okay. So I was really into college football, you know that. It was the national championship game. First time really Alabama went against Clemson.
He turned you into like the college football fanatic.
I was really into it. I was probably more into it than him. And the only reason I stopped is because I didn't have anybody to watch the games with.
Because y'all broke up.
Yeah, like if every Saturday I had somebody come over, we would just watch all the games, I'd be like, fuck yes. But yeah, so it was the national championship game. A few weeks prior, we were at a party, and this guy bought, his Pranav, he bought, I think it was pineapple or like a tropical fruit Svedka. And then I had Smirnoff Ices, and somebody else had a Sprite. So basically the Sprite was like quarter full. And so what I did was I poured 2 Smirnoff Ices into the bottle. Then I filled the rest of it with the vodka. And then I let it sit in
Coochie
refrigerator for like 2 weeks. And because the soda was so flat that it didn't even fucking like get it was awful. So what I did was, as soon as Clemson won the game, I chugged about half of it.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then, probably within 15, 20 minutes, I went into the bedroom. And
is it where you proceeded to throw up and...
No, I don't think I threw up that night.
And just generally feel like death?
No.
You survived this?
Yes.
Continue.
So...
Wait, hold on.
This is not even the most embarrassing part. So, we go into his bedroom, and because he's like trying to make sure I'm okay, because I'm belligerently drunk, but I'm not throwing up. Because back then I didn't really throw up that much. Now that I'm older, I do throw up pretty much.
I remember you used to not throw up unless you drank beer.
That's
it used to be the thing.
That's probably true.
Oh.
But yeah, so he gets into the bedroom, and this is the fantasy that I had created for us while blackout drunk. I am the football, and you are the entire team of Clemson. And I wanted him to pretend like he was a Clemson football player, and I was like the football.
You're like, pretend I'm a fumbled ball on the 2-yard line. Damn, you were really trying to get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't asking him to like make love to you.
I've never asked him to make love to me.
Y'all weren't even about to have sex. You looked him in the eye. You said, "Fuck me."
Yeah.
I love how the different terminology totally, like, it sets the tone for the session.
I have never said have sex or make love. I think I would maybe a few times have sex, but I 100% say like don't fuck like it's like
no,
that.
but how you say it also. You know what I mean? Like if you come at him mad, like I had a girl come at me. She was angry, like angry at something I did, and then after I like explained my side of things, she goes, "Fine, let's fuck." And it was like top 3 best sexes I've ever had. Just the anger, like my back was all scratched up and shit, like. But it was like, I don't know, we were both there, we were in the moment, it was good. But she was mad.
No, I think it's a little bit different for women.
I don't know, she seemed to have a good time.
I'm just saying that if a guy comes at me mad, my first thought is not, let's put that dick in my mouth.
Well, that wasn't my first thought either. I was like, well, shit, I don't want to get attacked by a rogue female who's been sexing me up. You know what I mean?
But if he was suddenly just like, let's have sex, I'd be afraid.
No, well, okay, so I'm kind of paraphrasing the situation.
Okay.
Like there was a 15-minute conversation, but then it was a very rough. Let's fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Are you familiar with the Poland Ball subreddit?
Poland Ball?
Yes.
What's that?
It's a subreddit, another one that I'm subscribed to that's kind of niche. It's basically history memes, but they're all in the style of Poland Ball, which is like all the ball. It's like little balls that are each country, and it's like stereotypical things that those countries would do.
I have like a weird love-hate relationship with that kind of stuff.
Why?
Because it's so popular, and I hate just about anything that's popular with the masses. That's why. But also because the dude's a communist. The dude who draws it and writes it.
Well, it's like a bunch of different people. You also do realize that, like, where I lie on the political spectrum is like a narco-socialist.
What's up with socialism? What's so great about that?
Well, in this particular ideology, you're about to get the explanation if I start the sentence like that. The essence of the anarcho-socialist like thought is that socialism should be something that you are like you have chosen to be a part of, and then it is community run essentially. So the anarchist
like
part of it is that it's ultimate free choice.
Like Jonestown without the guns. You know what I mean?
And also not the killing people, and also not the crazy religion.
There is a lot to Jonestown. Maybe that's
okay.
A bad example to bring up. The Jonestown... Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking... No, Jonestown was bad. I'm thinking of the Branch Davidians in Waco. Jonestown was bad because people were coerced to be there. But I'm talking about Waco.
Yeah.
They were all cool, without the guns and shit. Like, if you didn't think about them. All the afterthought shit. You know. Everyone chose to be there, and they all like contributed to the greater good.
The best way that I kind of explain it is that it's like what the church should be doing.
So, but do you vote in that interest?
Yes.
So
I voted for Bernie in the primaries.
You like want a president who would implement that on a national scale?
No, because I don't think that anyone should be forced into that decision.
It's a very reasonable take.
That's the anarchist part of socialism. Because it's ultimate free will, it's ultimate free choice.
See, I'm on the anarcho-capitalism side of things. I think you should have to pay to drive on every road.
I don't think you actually think that.
I don't. I definitely do sometimes think, because I went like from pretty far left in terms of like social policy to pretty far right. Because I don't think anyone should... You shouldn't be able to get something for free if it requires the labor of someone else, because that means someone's being forced to do something, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like when they talk about, you should get free healthcare. What I think they mean by that is that at the end user, it's no cost.
Yeah.
But that the government foots the bill, not like the government is paying you to pay the hospital, but like the government is just giving money to these hospitals and funding these hospitals for whatever they need, and that way they can treat their patients. But that makes sense to me, but at the same time, I don't like taxes. So, and I don't really, I see how much I pay in taxes. It's not really that much, but it's a lot more than I want to. So if
you could decrease your contribution and then just get a smaller tax return.
I've done that. Yeah, my tax return is as close to zero as I can get it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the government should be holding my money.
Exactly in the same way.
With no tax.
Yeah. Sure that the post office used to do savings accounts?
Huh?
Yeah, the post office used to be a bank.
Because it was like the least it didn't have any kind of way to make money.
Yeah.
So that was how they did it. They got the interest. It's how they funded it through, wasn't it after World War II?
Yes, a little bit, like, probably before the 70s. I don't know exactly how long it went on. Can I have some chili?
I would also like a bowl of chili.
Yeah. You know what subreddit I'm in that's the rarest? I figured it out, because there are literally, how many of us are there? 82 members.
82?
Yes.
What subreddit is it?
It's called pigmented villonodular synovitis.
Oh, it's just like a...
It's my rare disease that maybe 1,000 people in the world have.
You have a rare skin disease? I didn't realize you had a pigmentation disease.
It's pigmented as in the tumors are pigmented.
Your tumors are pigmented?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I gotta do my dishes.
Okay.
Are we still recording?
Yes. You want to stop? We're an hour and 12 minutes in.
Hey, you want to stop while we do the chili?
Yeah, that's fine.